In this session, we are going to look at customizing reports part 2. As I previously mentioned in the last video of customizing reports part 1, all reports can be customized in the system except for financial reports, which is what I showed you in the last video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use custom fields to customize all your other reports except for the financial ones. All right, so to get started, we need to activate this functionality in our Infobase. To do that, we go to Quick Menu and Settings. It takes a few seconds to come up. Then we go to General Settings and we click on the option that says Use Custom Fields and Data. And then we click on, let's save and close first. Let's save first, just to make sure it's saved and we don't get any errors. And then we go to Custom Fields and Data. Here you can see that you are selecting custom fields. There is another one which is custom data, which I will show you in the next video. But in this video, we will work with custom fields, and you can create custom fields for every single object in this list. So let's say, for example, I want to create a custom field for my counterparty. Counterparty are my clients, my customers, my students, my suppliers, and so on. So counterparty is a person that you're dealing with in your business. And yes, I want to create, I would say like a field that would describe them. It's like it's like a field that will describe them. So let's say, for example, I want to group all my customers and suppliers by their citizenship. So let's say I go and I'm going to create this custom field. All I have to do is click on counterparty once and click create. Here I will enter the name that's going to categorize my counterparties, and I said it was going to be citizenship. Okay, I can select whether I want this field to be a required field. So when I'm creating my customers, the system will not let me post without filling in this field. And let's say I want that. So I will tick here, make this field a required field. And all I have to do is click create. Then write. So now I can start creating the different citizenships for my customers or my suppliers. Let's say, for example, this is going to be American. And I'll create one more Mozambican. And one more South African. All right. You can create as many as you want, but for the purpose of this example, I'll just create these 3. Oops, I made a mistake there. There's only one I. Okay, so then if I want to write a comment or maybe explain why I want to group them like this, I can just come here in the comment section and write, but I'll leave it like this for now, and then I'll just save and close. All right, then that's it. I can see here my custom field. I can create another one if I want to, but I'll keep it as citizenship only. And I have 3 different types: American, Mozambican, and South African. So I can close this now, and I will save and close this. The second part here is to now allocate this citizenship to your customers or to your suppliers. Let's do it for a few of our customers. So now we go to Quick Menu, Counterparties. I just want my customers. Therefore, let me start allocating. I double click to open on my customers. And I go to Custom Fields. As you can see, we have a red line because we marked it as a key field. And here I can just type American, save and close. And my next one, the same thing, I go to my custom fields. I can click show all and it will show me the list of what we have, and we can actually also create from here. the same way we did before. So I'm also going to select American for this one. This one is going to be South African. This one is also going to be South African. I'm just trying to create a lot so that we can have our reports showing a lot of information. And again, South African. And one more time, South African. And the last one, let's say this one is Mozambican. All right, the rest of the customers will appear with a blank citizenship, but I have a few here, so that's fine for my demo purposes. Okay, so now we can customize every single report that we want to. For the example that I'm going to use now, we are going to customize an age analysis for our customers. We go to sales and AR due date. All right, so I'm going to pull this age analysis, and this is what it looks like. Normally, we can see the customer, the name of the customer, and the documents that relate to these customers, okay? Now, I'm going to click on Setup, and I'm going to show you how to filter. So I click on Setup, and I select Advanced, just making this a little bigger. Now scroll up. So I have 4 tabs. In this video, we're going to look at filters and structures, and I'll show you fields and sortings and appearance in another video. So let's say I want to filter all my customers according to their citizenship. So I will click Add Filter, and then my citizenship is a category of my customers, which are counterparties, which is a company. So I will go here where it says company, and I'll click on this tiny little circle here to open and show me the attributes of the customer. And I will scroll down to citizenship. Here it is, and I will select. And I'll scroll back up. I can see citizens, company citizenship equals to, and then under value, I will select the citizenship that I want. I want to see all South Africans, and then select. Then I will close and generate, and I will see a report with my South Africans here in the system. All right, let's say, for example, I want to save this and pull this report again in future. So I just come here where it says report options, save report option, AR aging, filtered South African. Okay, and then I'll save. So here's my report. Now let's pretend we are logging into the system again. We want to pull this report again. We go to sales, AR aging analysis, and I can see that the report that it has been selected is the AR aging filtered South African. I can always go back to the normal one by clicking there and run report. All right, so that's how we filter our reports. You can do it in any other way with any custom fields that you like. And now maybe let's look at changing the whole way our report looks like. Let's go back to Setup, Advanced, and make this a little bigger. And then I'll scroll up, and now let's look at structure. Okay, so now I want to allocate the citizenship somewhere in my report to show me the citizenship of my customers. So I will click Add, and again, it's under Company. So I'll open up that circle and scroll all the way down to citizenship. And now I need to start dragging this citizenship to exactly where I want it to be. So let's compare this side with this side. As we can see, we have company, then the document, and then the currency. That's how a report is structured, which is company, that's the company, which is the name of the customer, document, this is the document, currency, that is the currency. Let's say, for example, we don't want currency anymore, so I can just right click, delete, currency is gone. You will see when I pull the report again, we won't have this ZAR anymore. And now I want my citizenship to be under my company. So now the report is going to show me the name of my customer, the citizenship, and the document. I will click Run Report. You see what I did there? It was there at the bottom. I took it and dragged it all the way under Company, and then I will close and generate. As you can see, I don't have the currency anymore. There's no more rand, and it is how I structured it: customer, citizenship, and the documents. As I said in the beginning, for those customers that we didn't allocate any citizenship, it will be blank, as you can see here. Then you have the other one, and so on. Now, let's say we want to change it a little bit more. Let's go back to setup. Now we want to group the customers by their citizenship. So I'm going to press and hold in the citizenship and drag it all the way to detailed records to make it the first row. And I'm going to drag company to citizenship. So now I'm going to see the citizenship, the name of the customer, and the document, just as how I structured here. Close and generate. And I can see it here. You remember when I said it's going to be empty? So that's our empty citizens. And then if I scroll down, we can see American, name of the customer, all the documents. Mozambican, name of the customer, all the documents. South African, name of the customer, all the documents. All right. Now let's change it a little bit more. I will go back to setup. Now, let's say, for example, I don't want to see all these documents. It's just annoying me there as an example. I will come here, right click and delete. So I just want to see the citizenship and the customer. I will close and generate. So my report looks like this. For those empty ones, we have all the citizens there. And for our American, Mozambican, and South African there. The other customers that we allocated the citizenship to, they're probably empty in the document journal and they don't have any financial transactions. That's why we don't see them here. All right, and just like the filters, I can also save it. I go to report options, save report option, AR, aging, citizenship group, for example. And I can also select if I want this to be available just for me or for all users of this info base. And I will save. So now the same way as we did with our filters, I can always go back to sales, AR due date. As you can see, it's already selected that one, but I can always go back to my filtered one and that one and my normal one. And this is how we customize our reports. You can do it with any other report except for your financial reports.